Bunkie Life. We're so excited to take you on a tour of our factory here in Rockwood, Ontario, where the world's best bunkie is made. We take our safety really seriously, so safety glasses on for the factory portion of the tour. This is the start of the bunkie journey. The wood comes into the factory, and the first stop is that it runs through our state-of-the-art molder. Now this is what gives it that awesome double tongue and groove on each board. We're pretty particular about the wood that gets to run through our molder. So it has to have a very specific moisture content, and it is premium grade spruce. When the wood is finished with the molder, it moves over to this side of the factory, where it's going to run through and be given our proprietary S-groove notch. So this is what allows the boards to interlock together. Now, this isn't a machine that you can just buy. So we had to have this completely custom made so that we can make the boards with the best interlocking corners. At this station, all the boards are cut to length. Now, that is done using our crosscut optimizing saw. This saw means that you will have precision lengths of all the boards in your kit. In order to make the roof beams so that they slot in beautifully to your gable ends on your bunkie, again, we had to custom make machinery to do this. So this is our custom made beam machine. It's going to take the boards and it's going to help us to laminate them together and notch them and groove them so that they will fit perfectly into your gable ends. Over here is where we assemble all the doors. Now the doors and windows for your bunkie we make in-house out of wood, perfectly to match your bunkie. So this is our door station here, and you can see one of our doors being set up and ready for a bunkie. We hand make all the gables for the bunkies with notches cut out so that your roof beams will slide right into. All of the pieces for our windows and doors get made in this before they move over to our window assembly section. Behind me here is our assembly section. This is where all of the get put together to form the beautiful windows for your bunkie. They come standard with screens built in. They have beautiful black hinges and awesome black hardware. And this is where we pack the bunkies, ready to send to your door. Every single bunkie is given a batch number, and believe it or not, every layer of every bunkie is photographed for quality control so that we can ensure that there are no missing parts. Thanks so much for coming along for a tour with us of our factory here in Rockwood, Ontario. We are so excited to make your bunkie for your family.
Did you know that Bunkie Life offers financing for both our American and Canadian clients? You can finance your bunkie now and just pay small, low monthly payments. So head to bunkielife.com/financing for more details about how to finance your bunkie today.
And how did the build process go once you had the foundations done to the actual cottage? How did that process go?
I had my father help me, and my father's 84.
Wow.
So it was he and I, and we had all the walls up in like 6 hours. It was.
Oh, wow.
The only challenging part for me was I was too stubborn to ask for help for the beams. I tried to lift them myself, but just couldn't do it. But once I got the help with the beams, like with our kids here, it only took us about 15 minutes to get the 6 beams into place.
You can easily do it. It's not a strenuous process. I would say make sure you prepare with the base, and you want to make sure you got a good base for your conditions, and then you also need to plan for the exterior roofing. And we put a metal roof on it, which wasn't a big deal, but you need to plan to do that as well, and obviously you want to do that sooner than later than when you're doing the build. So no, but yeah, you can do it. It's not an issue.
Oh, don't hesitate. It's it's just getting started. Just get that foundation done, get that first platform level and square, and then really anybody can do it with very limited ability. If you're not a carpenter or not a handyman kind of guy, a couple of people can do it easily.
We all do our own stuff. My grandfather was a contractor, so my uncle was in the construction business for a long time. They were all very impressed with, how quick it went together and how easy it went together, and that was really, I can't say enough of how easy that project was to build it yourself and stick build it, and if you factor in the time cutting and doing all that, it's great value.
It's all there. The instructions are all there. You can see it on paper. You can see it on video. We didn't need to call you for anything, but that's an option as well if you need that.
And I ended up buying the 2 havens with lofts, 3 bathrooms, and a chalet. So I've kind of started a little village back here. My neighbors are quite curious about it all, but they're really good about it. So So it's been really fun trying to get it all set up.
And I definitely recommend Bunkie Life to anybody interested in building this sort of building, as a complement to what they already have. And it was a great process, great experience. We're very happy.
So we're here at the Ronald McDonald House in Hamilton, Ontario, and we're super excited to surprise them with this huge novelty check. We just rolled into Ronald McDonald House in Ottawa. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Hey Bunkie Lifers, I'm on a train. I'm heading to Ottawa and I've got a huge novelty check. What's it for? Find out. So we're here at Ronald McDonald House in Ottawa. It's my first time actually physically being here. It's been a pleasure to support them for years, but it's the first time I get to meet everyone and finally shake some hands. Hello, this is David Fraser from Bunkie Life. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Me too.
Oh, this is... Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we just met at the beginning of COVID, and
It was one of those things.
It was one of those things. I feel like I know you in person, but I guess it's just been on the screen. Example of what our rooms look like. This is one of the biggest ones because it's on the end.
Yeah.
Our longest stay was 2.5 years by a family from Nunavut. If you're diagnosed with cancer, for example, you'll often stay for about 10 months just to get through all the initial treatments before you go home. It really varies.
Yeah.
We have a lot of, I would say our average stay per year is about 15 days. that takes into account the 10-month stays and then the follow-up visits for scans and blood work, and those might be only a night.
Yeah.
That was put on to the house, I'm not sure how many years ago, maybe 10 or 15, but it's where it's perfectly located because families can cook, parents can cook, and their kids can be playing here and they still have a view to them without having to worry about them.
So we're honored that we have them. Hey guys, I brought you this huge novelty check.
Oh,
check it out.
Oh my gosh!
There you go.
David, this is incredible!
This is from all the Bunkie Life communities, and so this is our gift to you.
Thank you so much. You have supported us since the beginning, and you've always been so generous. And this is incredible. This is
it's
much
not just
more.
us, it's the whole Bunkie Life team, the whole community, all of our clients, and everybody coming together. So,
Huge thank you to the Bunkie Life team. Huge thank you to all your clients. We are so grateful, and we're looking forward to putting this to work to help serve families.
We are honored, thrilled, just delighted, and so excited about the gift from Bunkie Life this year. The company's doing so well, and you guys have been so generous and have kept us along with you for the whole ride. And we're really, it's a privilege to work here. It's a privilege to serve these families, and we feel so privileged to receive this incredible gift from Bunkie Life.
hey, so it's David and Carrie. We're excited to be here in front of the Ronald McDonald House in Hamilton, Ontario. We got our big novelty check, and we're excited to surprise them. Hello, how are you?
Portion of the year, I'd say from January right through till late summer, we had a wait list of about 7 families every single day. A soundproof recording studio.
Oh, no way.
And there's a video capture machine there. Every video game console we have. Obviously the pool table and things like that. We've got all.
Hey guys, I just wanted to drop off this comically huge check to Ronald McDonald House here in Hamilton. So this is from the Bunkie Life community, all of us to you.
Wow, that's awesome. Guys, I can't tell you how much this means to our families. This check alone is probably going to put up, essentially cover 2 rooms in our house. And what that means is essentially 2 families that come in here that don't know how long they're going to stay, don't know how they're going to afford to kind of, manage life with a sick child. We'll probably know now that Bunkie Life's kind of got their back, and they're allowed to stay here for as long as they need to.
Hi, I'm Mario Dedavides. I'm the CEO of Ronald McDonald House for South Central Ontario. We're here located in Hamilton, but we serve the community of South Central Ontario. So that's the Niagara region, Halton region, Hamilton, KW, Guelph, and Brantford, and any other outliers that will need our services. Essentially, we're a home away from home for families. So I try to tell people to imagine what it would be like to have a sick child that needed treatment at a specialized children's hospital. That would require mom and dad to commute. And I know many Ontarians know the feeling of commuting for work. I question how many know the feeling of commuting to be with their child. To us, we just got an incredible check today for $16,500. That pays for nearly 2 years of stay for a family in our house. Aside from the financial side, Bunkie Life's also cared about the well-being of our families. We are talking about building bunkies amongst our beautiful home here. Again, they understand families, they understand children, and they value it. So to the Bunkie Life family, on behalf of all of our families at RMHC SCO, I thank you so much for keeping families close.
This is kind of one of the first years that we've been able to come in person to donate because, with COVID, and especially being around, families that are seeing sick children, things were pretty strict in all the houses. So, this year we've been able to come and donate in person and get tours of the houses, and it's truly remarkable to see the amount of thought and effort that goes into making every space in the house family oriented. Their sole purpose of helping families stay together just shines through in every aspect of it. You think about donating and you're like, oh yeah, I would want help if I were in that situation. But when you see it live in person and you see the people that are being benefited from it, you're just like, what more can we do? How can we help more?
Yeah, and the impression you get too from everybody that works, either the volunteers or the actual people on staff, is like they're really here because they love helping families, which is really inspiring, I think, because you can tell it's not just a job for these people, which is great. And every decision they make is based around how can we make this better for families? How can we make this more comfortable? How can we make this just, I guess a harbor in a storm, which is what the families that are staying here are going through. And so I'm inspired even more so than I was when we started. So really excited to see the Ottawa chapter, the Hamilton chapter. I'm sure we'll see more as we go.
Did you know that we have financing options for your bunkie for both Canadian and American clients? You can finance a bunkie now and have monthly payments as low as $152 a month.
Let me go!
Just go to bunkylife.com/financing for more information on how you can finance your bunkie today.
Hey, I'm David Fraser. I'm the founder of Bunkie Life, and I'm super excited to take you on a virtual tour of our factory. We started here in 2021. And I'm super excited to show you how the world's best bunkie is made right here in Rockwood, Ontario. All right, so the whole journey through the Bunkie Life factory begins here, where wood comes in these giant doors and are then deposited here to be ready to run through our custom molder. So we buy premium J-grade spruce, and that's for the following reasons. It's the best in terms of straightness, in terms of aesthetically looking great, and in terms of being the strongest. So we buy premium J-grade spruce that's then run through our molder. This is what puts the double tongue and groove on all of the boards. We can also run our floorboards through here as well, and our roof beams. So the output of this molder is a fully molded piece that is then stacked in piles here, ready to be run through our custom notching machine. Now, if you follow me, I can show you that machine. We'll load it up here, and then each individual piece is run through this custom notching machine. Now, we had to have this made just for us by a custom manufacturing company in Toronto, and we actually patented the whole process. So this machine will run the tongue and the groove notches in, as well as our special S-groove process, which is what makes a Bunkie Life bunkie so unique and has the corners locked together so precisely and yet still very easy to build. That means even the average homeowner, someone without a whole lot of technical ability, can put a Bunkie Life kit together with their friends and family in just a couple of days. And after the pieces exit this machine, they then go here, ready to be packed in the kit. Another thing to point out about this room while we're in it is that all of the outputs of these machines, all their sawdust is vacuumed up in a really, really precise way that allows us to keep clean, and it gets sucked up through this overhead ventilation through our huge dust collector device, and then it is outputted into a large sea canister that fills up about once every day or two, and that is donated to local horse farms in the area to use as bedding for the animal. All right, I'm sure you're wondering to yourself, how do they cut the board so precisely to the exact same length every single time without wasting wood? Well, we use the optimizing crosscut saw. This long machine here can take tons of boards and cut them to the precise length every single time while minimizing waste. So this optimizing crosscut saw is what we use to cut our roof beams, our floorboards, our pickets for the loft, and anything where it needs a precise cut and needs to be quick and efficient. Now the output of this crosscut saw is super interesting. So you'll notice here there's kind of 3 little stations. So this can put, like, say 4 foot lengths out here, 6 foot lengths out here, and then tiny pieces out there. And anything that's not utilized can actually be quickly put into our waste bin there. We donate the sawdust we donate to local horse farmers, and the extra pieces we donate to people at the road. So there's really no waste from our factory at all, but anything that's not fully to length will get donated, and the rest of it is outputted really, really quickly and efficiently in these 3 little stations. Now, one thing about Bunkie Life Bunkies is we need them to make sure they're safe all year round for our families that are staying in them. So a big part about Bunkie Life Bunkies is that all the roof beams are engineered to Northern Ontario snow loads, and that means your family's going to be safe even if you're in there in the dead of winter. So you'll note, one thing you'll notice about our roof beams is they are big and beefy. This isn't even our biggest one, but they're large, and so they need to be really precision straight, and they need to be perfectly notched for you so that you can put them in easily, but at the same time they're nice and strong. So that's where our custom-made beam machine, we call it, comes in. So we'll take 2x10s, in some cases 2x12s, we'll get loaded in here. This is a hydraulic press that clamps it perfectly straight, and from there we can nail them together to get, in some cases, a triple ply roof beam. This little saw will help us make our notches, and this one fully makes perfect, precise notches towards the end. So this system here we had to custom make for ourselves and our needs, and it allows us to create all the roof beams for all of our production. Just one person can do it relatively quickly, relatively efficiently, but straight as an arrow, and to full Ontario Building Code specifications. All right, so the station behind me is where we assemble the final assembly of all of our windows. There's a lot of different processes that go together to make the window frames. We custom build them right here, and then we also insert the double glazed argon-filled inserts. So there's weather stripping that will be installed as the bunkie goes in, weather sealant, as well as the custom frame. Now, our Bunkie Life windows need to be custom made for our Bunkie Life products because this whole window set here is going to be perfectly fitted in between your Bunkie Life walls. And so the whole kit is a system that's made to go together. So this particular window, I think, is for a loft in a haven. And you'll notice that it all comes with the screens pre-installed. That's done right here at the station as well. We include these mullions or grills or whatever you call them. They're optional. They'll come standard in every kit, but you can unscrew them if you don't like the look and you prefer more of the modern window look. And then the frames include the hardware, with the exception of the handle. You'll install that on site, but the rest of it comes exactly like this, flat packed, which I'll show you later in the packing process. All right, so this part of the factory is where the shapers and molders exist to help create the perfect frames that are going to go further back for final window assembly. So you'll notice each machine has its own dust collection to make sure everything's nice and clean, and there's also a frame over here to clamp and glue the frames together, and eventually they'll go to window final assembly or over there to door final assembly. All right, so this is the station where we're making 2 doors at a time. This is a final door ready to be packed. So you'll notice that there is the glass, which is double glazed, thermal glass, as well as the mullions. And this whole process is done by usually 1 or 2 people every day. And we're making out just doors just in time to pack them over there at the packing station, much like the windows. All right, so this station is where we make all our gables. The gables is the triangle piece that's going to go right on the top that the roof's going to connect with on either end of the bunkie. And so we want to make sure that experience is just as easy as possible for our clients. And so we cut all the angles for them. We cut out the notch where the roof beam is ultimately going to get locked in. And we actually test each roof beam with each notch to make sure it's the right fit, so that when you're installing your bunkie and you've got your friends and family there and you're struggling with it up the ladder, that it's a nice, easy final process. And so this allows a perfect fit every single time with all the angles cut for you. So all you got to do is assemble. All right, so here's where we normally would be packing 2 bunkies at a time. We pack between 2 and 6 bunkies every single day. And this is the location where it happens. Now, these Bunkie Life kits are super easy to build. In fact, we've had teams of 50-year-old ladies build them together. We've had grandparents build with their grandkids. And it's super easy to do unless you're missing one piece, in which case you can't finish and you're calling me and you're yelling. So we've incorporated a 3-part, cannot fail packing process that I want to show you to make sure that you get every single piece in great condition. All right, so the process of our packing begins here with our Kanban card system. You'll notice here there is a series of cards. Now, every single piece that goes into every single kit has its own card. And every bunkie we make has its own set of cards that are specific to that bunkie. This card here has a picture of this piece, and you'll notice there's a diagram, there's measurements, that sort of thing. Where's the bunkie part made in the factory, and all the detailed specs about it. When you grab that piece and you pack it, you then flip the card around, put it back on the rack, and it should be white. So a fully packed bunkie is going to look like a fully white board to ensure we haven't missed anything, so that when you get your kit, all your friends, all your family there ready to build, you can rest assured that all the pieces are going to get to you. The second step of our cannot fail packing process is that every bunkie package has a plan. So you'll notice here that we're not just randomly throwing parts on a pallet. We've got a game plan. This is step 1, step 2, and it all has a very visual representation for our packers as we pack. And that ensures that every single stage is followed and every single piece is included. And then as we're packing, we're taking a photo of every single layer and storing that away so that in the event something is misplaced, we can reference it and look and go, oh, actually the piece was packed, sir. This is what you're looking for. We can circle it and it's all there for you. The third part to make sure that we've got full accountability is that every single piece as it's packed is initialed by the packer, so that we will know if somebody didn't do their job, we will know right away, and we can trace it back to the source to make sure that everyone has got their piece. Now, the importance of this is that people have a limited amount of time to build these. They've gotten all the troops together for the weekend to build, and we want to make sure that they're going to be able to complete it and that there's nothing getting in their way. So missing pieces are basically non-existent. We've shipped out 1,000 Bunkie Life kits in the past year roughly with 0 missed pieces. So that's how we ensure by following that 3-step cannot fail pack process. Well, that's a wrap on the factory tour experience. In a nutshell, wood comes in, goes through different processes of quality control and processing to make sure that it's perfect so that anybody can gather their friends and their family together to build this thing and create extra space for meaningful connection. The real takeaway I want you to have is that we've taken a lot of time to make sure that every process we take our Bunkie Life kits through is designed around making it as easy as possible for you and your family to really do this together. The Bunkie build process is a real fun family bonding time, provided that it's easy and you're well supported. So in addition to everything we do here at the factory, we also make sure that you've got a great build video, a great set of manuals, and you can ensure that you're going to have support. If you need us on the phone, we're available even on a Saturday, so that you can get from beginning to middle to a fully finished, people in front of the bunkie able to use it and to enjoy that extra space for meaningful connection, because that's ultimately why we do all the things here. It's so that you and your family have a great experience and have a place to share those memories together for a lifetime. Thanks for taking the time to watch this factory video, and I look forward to helping your family create extra space for meaningful connection. if someone was inquiring about just the overall experience with Bunkie Life, they're like, hey, how did Bunkie Life treat you, or how did the whole experience go with Bunkie Life? What would you say to them?
It's been fantastic. I go back to all of what we did with the personal visit, the personal tour. There's always follow up. It's top notch.
It was awesome work with you guys. Like the ordering process was so simple and easy in that, and the contact for delivery date was just right on the button and that. Like he said, it's going to be here this time. It was here this time, and that it was so easy. The communication back and forth was just perfect.
First of all, the product's top notch. It's fantastic. It's great. Everybody loves it. But it's a great company, and you feel like you're somebody throughout the whole process, and you're not just some address where you're dropping something off and hope everything goes well. So
it was probably one of the easiest things I've bought. It was just a matter of choosing what I wanted and making up my mind, and then getting a hold of the guys down there at the factory. And they were really good, because I was having trouble deciding which way to go. Do I do this or do I do that? And Bryn was really good, and Stacy was really good about giving me some, what other people are doing and what they suggest, for what I'm thinking of doing. So that part was real easy. Once I decided what I wanted to do, they made it happen real quick, and it was a seamless process. Shipping was right when I needed it. I mean, I needed to get it in. I wanted to have early spring, and I got it. Shipping is here right when I needed it. So it was just a matter of me then getting the thing done.
You know what? It was a great experience to actually build one of your kits, and I think the ease of construction and the speed at which we were able to do it. I believe I've sent pictures to you. I think it's the stain, it just popped, right? It looks really sharp.
Let me give you a tour of the ultimate affordable getaway tiny cabin. This is the Haven Ultra by Bunkie Life. I've got a little gas fire table right there, LP fire table that is nice, but I'm not going to sit outside with it right now, even with a fire. It's cold. So let's go inside where it's not cold. All right. So yeah, here's what we have. Let's draw a living space from left to right here. We've got a kitchenette with our essentials like wine glasses and full tankless water heater. All of our plumbing is on the inside of the bunkie, and then all of the electrical is in this conduit. And then our fixtures are mounted to little boxes. I think you can see that, the junction boxes. And we're using mini splits to keep it warm. They're very efficient, and they're good, probably to about negative 14 or so, and then after that they start having issues. Yeah, we've got our little table that folds up there, and our Bunkie Life book. And I burned the floors with a blowtorch before we put them in to make them look really cool. So it's a very high ceiling downstairs. I can't reach it, not even close. So upstairs is our sleeping space. And we have a king-size bed in this little cabin. It's actually 2 twins with a 4-inch memory foam topper. And I've got mini split up, mini split down, so that it's going to be super comfortable all the time. Obviously heat rises and cold goes down. And then there's plenty of room to walk around up here. I'm 5'7", and that's about as high as I can reach flat-footed. So it's pretty nice. Go back downstairs here. It is insulated a little bit. We've got 1.5 inch insulation above the ceiling, which is also the roof decking underneath our metal roof. And we've got the same 1.5 inch XPS insulation. It's the foam stuff that's down below the floor as well. And we did the same thing in the bathroom, which is over here. It also has a mini split in it. They're super efficient. They're great. Got a composting toilet, and any of my plumbing is done inside the bunkie with copper in this case and some PEX. Just always keep it inside so it doesn't freeze. And there's my mini split there. My instructions for the composting toilet. All right, so this is my Airbnb setup with Bunkie Life stuff. Hope you guys enjoy it.
How is it done? Like, have you got bookings? Like, what's happened?
The actual like bunkie kit itself, that would have been paid off in like a month.
Okay, so for this summer, what we're going to do, we're going to bring that level of accommodations up to 80-90%.
So last year I got about 8 bookings, and then the year before that was our first year. We got around 12.
We built a 16 by 20 cabin. It was probably $60,000 in materials and 6 months of busting our butts. My all-in price is under $30,000 US, really close to about 25. Right. And that's with the bathroom bunkie, that's with plumbing and wiring and the whole 9 yards. I grossed $700 more on this bunkie than I did on what would be a over $100,000 cabin 300 yards away.
What other 2 pieces of advice would you give? Yep. Top 3 pieces of advice?
Like, I would say the pictures is like the most important part. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get people to come in. It's the only way that they get to see what they're getting. So don't cheap out on taking pictures.
I think investing in more of the actual marketing side of it and the visual, probably editing the description a little bit more. Like, I'm just learning every year how to tweak things, probably looking at people like your bunkie, replicating it in a way and just applying it to our own situation.
You know, I mean, a building's a building until you put your own flavor into the building. And I think that's what a lot of my guests really like and appreciate.
And of course, you put those East Coast colors on every bunkie.
Yeah, these colors actually were collaboration between Benjamin Moore and the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. So those colors are what they consider the historical colors.
Like review every guest that comes in, and then they're going to be way more likely to write one up for you too, because they want to see what they got.
Anytime you're doing a small square footage Airbnb, spend $1,000, $2,000, maybe even spend $7,000 on outdoor living space stuff and a hot tub, and don't bother going on grid, but get a propane hot tub. When you're talking about small square footage vacation rental, it's all about the outdoor space. They want that outdoor propane heater, they want the fire pit, they want the fire table, they want the hot tub. Give them that. That's way cheaper than putting in, a septic system.
I mean, if people are going to stay there, they have to have entertainment. So like we put in a miniature library. I made sure to put in like short stories, lots of like games, so cards, board games.
I think that human touch, that knowing that you are there when they need you, and that they're not just on, in limbo and having to go through booking, like the online travel agent and be on hold forever. They got somebody they know they can contact.
I tend to go for the lower range of things.
Yeah.
So what I realize is we need to lower our Airbnb a little bit, but then where they get you is on the cleaning fees.
As far as what I've actually got it priced at right now, I'm at $62 a night plus a $40 cleaning fee at the bunkie, and the bunkie is booked out better. Probably because people are going in and looking like cheapest price and they click it.
We tell people that it's easier than building IKEA furniture.
Oh yeah, it is, yeah.
I tell people my 10-year-old grandchild could easily be the superintendent and read the drawings and tell adults what to do. It's as simple as Lego.
Well, folks, it's going to be an excellent evening. We're going to announce the winner, but I want to give a minute or two to let everyone jump on the live stream. If you could comment, where are you tuning in from? My brother and me used to climb this tree. We were gonna build a clubhouse about 10 feet off the ground.
drew the whole thing up. Needed wood in a dad's truck, but he was out of work that summer, and the truck only had one gear. He said, we'll do it next year. My buddies and me used to have this dream. We were gonna rent a cabin way up in Montana. We were gonna fish, had the date all picked, but my old man got sick and the plan kinda disappeared. But we'll do it next year. Another day down, another week gone, always just talking about tomorrow. Can't beg, steal or borrow or make time. So you make plans and hope for the best. Life moves on so damn fast. Another 12 months flies on by and you're still here, and it's never quite next year. My little boy and me, we went out to eat. He said, I can't wait till next year. And when I asked him why, he said, 'cause we going camping. We're going to the ball game, gonna do all those other things he said we do next year. So when is it next year? Another day down, another week gone, always just talking about tomorrow. Can't beg, steal or borrow or make time. So you make plans and hope for the best. Life moves on so damn fast. Another 12 months flies on by and you're still here, and it's never quite next year. No, never quite next year. Yeah, my old man, he was fading fast. He said, I'd sure like to see that Grand Canyon. So we just left, packed up the car and went. And we called in sick for work, and we drove till 3 a.m. There ain't no next year. Another day down, another week gone, always just talking about tomorrow. Can't beg, steal or borrow or make time. So you make plans and hope for the best. Life moves on so damn fast. Another 12 months flies on by and you're still here, and it's never quite next year. No, it's never quite next year.
Stick around, I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm David Fraser, founder of Bunkie Life. We're in the building industry, but what we're famous for are small log cabin kits called bunkies that can be easily built in a weekend without needing any special skills, tools, or second mortgages. Ultimately, we help our clients create extra space for meaningful connection. Yes, we help our clients get a cool bunkie, but if you think it's just about the bunkie, you've already missed the point. Really, what this is about is creating the space and time for more meaningful connection. Having a bunkie is just part of that journey.
Mary just mentioned Bunkie Life Family, and I really feel like something like this and just the whole experience is we did more than just buy a bunkie.
It's not just about the space, but what happens in the space, how it enables more connection. It allows you to spend that quality time with friends and family. It allows you to be there for each other in both senses of the phrase. Our family realized this when we were going through a tough time. We needed our family beside us. We had created that extra space with our own bunkie in our own backyard, and we realized how truly important it is to have the whole family together. Bunkie Life is the market leader in educational videos and content as we pioneer this growing industry. Our goal is to be the go-to source for fun, friendly, and helpful advice for families,
whether they buy from us or not. Our core offering is an easy to build or built for you bunkie kit. This helps our clients quickly and easily create extra space without any building experience. We're proudly a Canadian-made family business right here in Ontario. Our bunkie is often the difference between that friend or family member coming to visit or not, being there for each other or not. The reason we do this is we believe family comes first. And when it comes to being there for each other, there are no do-overs. That's one of the reasons we've partnered with Ronald McDonald House Charities in their goal of keeping families close. Because ultimately, we want to help build a world where families everywhere have a place to unite, unwind, and unplug. We've committed to donating a night's stay at a Ronald McDonald House for every bunkie we sell. Hey guys, I brought you this huge novelty check.
Oh,
Check it out.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
David, this is incredible.
And as of the end of 2023, our team and our Bunkie Life community have been proud to donate close to $200,000. I get up every morning excited to help families create extra space for meaningful connection. Thanks so much for listening, and I can't wait to hear from you. All right, if you could share this video, it would mean the world to me. Apparently, I'm reading in the comments here, the Facebook feed has gone down or starting to blitz out. So it's live on youtube.com/bunkylife, and that seems to be holding strong. So this just the fortunately effect of having thousands of people on one live stream. So check out bunkylife.com/YouTube if you get this message. Hopefully it'll get you back on track. Okay, so what is tonight's agenda? We're going to talk briefly. In fact, I'm going to ask permission if it's okay. Would it be okay, since we are giving away a $16,000 prize plus shipping, if we talk a little bit about what Bunkie Life is all about before we announce the winner? Is that okay with you? I'm gonna take that as a yes. So let us get into that. So what is Bunkie Life all about? People are saying I was able to get back on the live stream on YouTube. Good news. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about what Bunkie Life is all about. But before we do that, I want to make sure you know we are officially, as of right now, kicking off the end of summer sale, our hottest sale of the year. It's not for everybody, but if you're one of those special snowflakes that does need a bunkie, you can save big on all the kits. You can avoid tariffs, delays, possible price increases, save big on all of our kits, and it's going to be awesome. So make sure you check that out. There'll be more on that later after I announce the winner. Okay. Let's do a quick little share on who we are, what we're all about. I'm just going to load this up. Who is Bunkie Life and what are we all about? Okay, let's do it. So Bunkie Life and the Bunkie Life story. We're all about extra space for meaningful connection, and I'll show you kind of what that's all about. We're a family-run business. We're based in Rockwood, Ontario, Canada, but we ship all across the USA and Canada. We visited almost all the states except North and South Dakota, and I think we're going to Hawaii even hopefully next year. What we're proud of. We've been featured on these reputable publications and magazines and TV shows. You might recognize us from our episode of Dragon's Den, which is kind of like the Canadian version of Shark Tank. The Bunkie. Small log cabin kits.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Yes, and you don't need permits to build these.
We'll get there. So small log cabin kits called bunkies that can be easily built in a weekend without needing a permit or a second mortgage. Most clients find they can put a kit together with just a few days of family bonding. Okay. I'm also the proud author of the Bunkie Life book, which is all about our family story, as well as a lot of cool how-to guides and that sort of thing, as well as the Bunkie Life connection cards. We are very proud of the fact that we started from scratch our very own factory in Rockwood, Ontario, the first North American factory to make bunkies. This is our amazing Bunkie Life team as of our last barbecue. We've raised over $300,000 for Ronald McDonald House Charities over the years of existence. But ultimately, what we're most proud of is the successes of our Bunkie Life clients. People like this guy from Maine, Peter from Maine.
Peter, why are you building a cabin on a mountain?
2 years ago, my daughter got married, and she was having a hard time finding housing. Young people these days don't have a lot of choices, so we decided we'd give her our house. She liked it. She grew up there. So after we gave her our house, we decided to move to Maine because we could move anywhere we wanted to. So we moved up here next to Acadian National Park, and I started missing the cabin that we used to have. When we moved to Maine, we sold that cabin. So I've been thinking about getting a cabin, and then one day I saw an ad on the internet, mountaintop for sale. I thought, that can't be true. A mountaintop for sale? 10 acres on a mountaintop for sale. So I went and looked at it. My wife and I looked at it last year. It had been on the market for quite some time, and I didn't know why nobody had snapped it up, because it's a beautiful spot, a beautiful view, and what a great place to build a cabin. So then we started looking to do a cabin, and we found Bunkie Life as we compared other models, but Bunkie Life was the one that seemed really easy to build, and I'm not a construction guy or a contractor, so I said, this is something I can do myself with limited carpentry skills. It's just like putting together Lincoln logs or Lego, and I found that it's very easy. I've already done this cabin by myself. Yeah, looking forward to the end when I have the whole thing done and I can just sit here and look at the view.
Now, how did Bunkie Life started? Well, from very small, humble beginnings. We ran out of space ourselves as a family, and so in 2015, my wife, my father-in-law, and my father, we built the very first bunkie. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Dad, if you're watching. Also, we built our first bunkie in 2015, started renting it out to people on Airbnb, and my parents would stay in it when they came to visit. And right away, people were, it was a smash success. People loved them. They wanted to for me to make them one as well. And so in 2017, Bunkie Life was officially born with, I sold one to my mom and my dad and a few friends, but it grew and grew from there. Our motto has always been family first. Families like the McNeil clan, who wrote us not too long ago. The McNeil clan has grown from 5 to 9 and will soon be 10 by spring. This means we need more sleeping options at the cottage. Bunkie Life was the obvious choice after we compared a few options. It has been a wonderful summer building project. Now, really at the end of the day, we have to solve problems, right? So what problems do we solve? Number one, I think, is the need for space. The family escape becomes a big struggle of who's going to get to come and who can't come. People are cramped and embarrassed by the lack of space. Friends and family don't visit due to lack of space and privacy. And people are overwhelmed with all the information and possibilities out there. There's convoluted rules and regulations for a new build. Should we renovate, add an addition? Should we, how do we navigate permits? And there's limited time to do all this planning, especially if you have no experience with it. So most people surrender and do nothing about this problem. But time is of the essence. And the reason I have these pictures of M&Ms is by the time your kids have reached age 18, if you visualize all the time you'll ever get to spend with them as a package of M&Ms, by the time your kids have reached age 18, you spent all of the M&Ms up except 2. There's just not enough time with the people that matter most. Maybe next summer can quickly become, we never actually did it. And that's why we want to help you create solutions. So it starts with education, things like these crazy live streams, contests, etc. We want people to understand their options. We want to help them through the learning and planning process. We want to help them outfit their space. And we've basically done it all. We're most famous, I think, for our easy to build kits. A fun project for the entire family. Beautiful on the inside and the out. They finish really well on the inside right away and on the outside. You can usually build them in a weekend. There's no permit needed in a lot of areas across North America. Our prices range from $6,000 for our summer cabin up to about $24,000 for our larger models. And they're usable 3 seasons right away, or you can insulate them to extend the seasonality. Now, when they say easy to build, this is what I mean. Our kits come together like Lincoln logs or a big wooden Lego set. So with some very basic tools and a little bit of can-do attitude, people find they can build it themselves even if they have no experience and they don't consider themselves necessarily even very handy. So that's how the walls come together. We've pre-cut everything. We've notched all the wood using our patented notching machine. And it just comes together like, essentially, a big set of Lincoln logs. Now you might be wondering, how do the doors come in? Well, that's just as easy. Our custom handmade windows and doors slide into place, like this gentleman's showing us here. They slide into place, and you're good to go. As an alternative, if you don't have the inclination or time, you can hire builders. So we've got a good list of trusted contacts across North America, or we can provide tips and tricks so you can find an installer locally. It's not that hard. You just need a handy-ish person. But ultimately, it's about more space for connecting. Creating a dedicated space for guests to call home, and quickly creating that extra space for meaningful connection. Now, we literally have thousands of happy clients all across North America, all the provinces, most of the territories, and almost all of the US states. People like these.
We wanted somewhere for our family and our friends to stay where they can be up, they can be out in the wilderness, they don't have to be in the house with us, they can be on the porch of their bunkie, relax, enjoy a nice little fire, you know, the stars in the sky and the sound of just peace and quiet up north. Is just something that we are really excited to have this unit come to our home and be a part of our family experience for everybody.
Now, we're not just any bunkie. We have a real heart behind why we do what we do. This is the story that I shared on Dragon's Den about, why do we support Ronald McDonald House? Why are we so passionate about families having this space? And so this is the story.
You mentioned the Ronald McDonald House and that it has impact. What's the story there? Can you share that with us?
Yeah, so I promise there's a happy ending to this story before we get into it. So,
because I cry easily, right? Yeah.
So we've always had a dream of having a large family. And so, as I said, when we had our first daughter, we built our first bunkie, and everything went great. A couple years passed, we thought, let's try for another kid, and we ended up losing 2 babies around the 10-week mark. And then we had our second daughter, Hope. And
love the name.
A few years went by, we started trying again for baby number 3. And around the 16, 17 week mark, where we thought we were out of the woods, we ended up losing a baby on New Year's Day, 2018. And we kind of gathered our courage again. In July of that year, we lost baby number 4. And with the support of our friends and family, we started praying, how can we turn what we've gone through into something good?
Right.
And so we realized having the bunkie on our property was more than just a cool bunkie and a cool looking thing. It was a bridge for our families who live many hours away to come and stay with us and be near us when we were going through what was a very tough time. And so we realized that we had built our little Ronald McDonald House right on a hill, and we hadn't even realized it. The goal is whenever we sell a bunkie, we'll donate a night stay to a family that is going through a crisis and that can really use their support. Ronald McDonald House, their mission is keeping families close.
Hi, I'm Shannon, and I'm here to show you guys my bunkie, our bunkie. This is our little kitchen setup, more like a coffee bar, and found pretty much everything on Marketplace. Couch on Marketplace, pull out. We can accommodate some people down here. I'm going to show you the upstairs now. We've got 2 beds up here. We haven't put in a ceiling fan yet, but we still have some plans. And these beds can also be put together and made as a king. We've got our little sun and moon that I found on Marketplace. Let's check out the bathroom. And this is our little bathroom in here. Watch your head if you're tall. I'm not. And this is a 100-year-old piece that I just stuck a little vessel sink on. You just hook it up to a bottle of water underneath, and you can wash your hands and have the gray water go right out. So if you want to do off-grid, we've got our little potty here, and that's it.
we're now shipping across North America. Sorry, I was muted there. And yeah, so anyways, we ship all across North America. And then the next step, of course, is build. You'll receive your digital build files from Bunkie Life. And then you can gather your friends and family together to get building. Or you can find a local handyman or handywoman to do some of the build for you, and we can help with that. And then finally, there's just, all you have to do is finish it. So make it your own, add your furniture, all that good stuff. And then last but not least, enjoy. Now, if you're not quite ready, I like to break it down for you. Maybe you're thinking, maybe I can do this myself, right? If I build from scratch, want to save a few bucks? Well, I've done the numbers. We've crunched these numbers for you. Some of our clients have tried, and they've shared their results as well. So for something like, for example, the Haven Ultra, if you look at all that goes into that, the tailor-made interlocking windows, the handcrafted wood door, the engineering plans, all the trips back and forth to the big box store, the hardware, the screws, the wood itself, it's easily thousands of dollars, plus, of course, the 150 hours of planning, stress, problem solving, building. You're looking at well over $20,000, plus $10 of aspirin for the headache. And this model, of course, sells for about $16,000. Also, you might be thinking, can I really do this myself with my friends and my family? Some of our clients were also nervous. Here were their results.
But it was great, you know, like everybody there, it's really funny because like, it's like talking to like your cousins or something, you know what I mean? Like everybody there was super helpful. Everybody was like really like, everybody's all in there.
When you say, well, call us if you need anything, it's real. If we needed something, all we had to do was call.
We have loved our bunkie. Yeah, it's been a dream come true. We've been able to use it for so many cool things, hosting friends and family, even a wedding party used it as their like get ready space and photography space. We've been able to use it as an office and even a counseling space. So it has been amazing to have a place outside of our home. Our home is busy with 4 kids. They homeschool, so it's just always a full, loud place. So to have a separate space just right nearby has been amazing.
I really appreciated the Facebook group. They're very helpful. Decorating, colors, just what people put together. It's awesome.
And it was right out in the instructions that, you know, we don't send you the foundation and we don't send you the roof. So, you know, not having done foundations before, not having really put on a roof before, I had to sort of figure that out. There were suggestions for sure. There were some drawings that you guys sent about options for the foundation. But it turns out that it's not like building the rest of the bunkie. You really do have to kind of figure it out on your own.
The most difficult part was probably just deciding where to place it and how to place it on this little piece of our property that we felt like was the right spot for it. Just to decide like what angle. We were out here, my husband and I, probably for like a half an hour with like we used boards or something that were about the size of the thing and kept moving it to see like which angle. If you're looking out those 4 windows that we can like picture from the interior pictures you guys have put on, like what do we want people who stay here to like look out and see?
What was the most difficult part of the build? Honestly, nothing really. I mean, because I knew what I was getting into. You know what I mean? I know what a roof is going to be like. I know what putting a metal roof on is. You know what I mean? And especially because it's not typical. It's not like framed construction, right? So you have to be careful where you put your nails. You have to be careful where you put your screws. But really, there was nothing in the build that was unexpected.
I think the thing that I found appealing, because I grew up in my professional life not doing anything like this, right? You know, I was a physician and surgeon, and while I did some things with my hands, it didn't involve construction. But I think it's about attitude and being curious and being enthusiastic about learning a new skill and not being too intimidated. And I would say this, and I think it's a fair thing to say, that this is not an overwhelming process.
And then the most rewarding part of the build is just looking at it, right? Like, holy shit, there it is. We put that thing up in 2 days. You know what I mean? That's a really, that's a cool feeling.
I think the most rewarding part is really watching a dream we had be realized. It really was just a dream that we could have a place to host people and have a peaceful place for people we love to come and retreat to. And it was a dream that we had no idea how it would take place. So seeing a giveaway and putting our names in the hat, feeling like it was a possibility for it to be ours. And just all the special moments that have come into putting this together with our community, with people we love, it's all been really special.
Another rewarding part is when I show people, they say, oh, you built the shed, yeah, I'll go see it. And they come back and they go, wow.
Well, I want to thank you for taking time to listen, for facing your space challenges head on. Our bunkies can offer a solution to add space quickly, efficiently, and start making deeper connections with the people you love. Joining the Bunkie Life family means taking a step towards a better backyard experience, one that allows you to enjoy more space, more time, and more connection with your loved ones. Now, if this is you, you're possibly looking to add extra space to meaningfully connect with your people. You have land. You need extra space. You're ready this year or sometime next year, and you understand what a bunkie is and isn't, then I would like to personally invite you to book some time with a bunkie expert. That's myself or one of the members of our team. We do phone calls, we do in-person tours, we do video tours. And the way to take advantage of that is to email me with David at Bunkie Life with the subject line, sale. So if you're ready to start, like I said, email me, david@bunkielife.com / or the subject line sale. And we have an action takers bonus tonight. If you email me by the end of the night, before you go to bed, we will add a little bonus to the already awesome sale. So that's all I will say about that. Thank you for listening. I know it's been about half an hour, but hey, we're giving away a huge, awesome bunkie. So stick around. That's the next thing we're going to do. So let me just explain what the prize is, of course. It is the Haven Ultra Bunkie. An epic. A bunkie of epic proportions. Our best-selling bunkie by a good stretch. What comes with it? Well, lots of good things. You're talking premium J-grade spruce, tailor-made, double-glazed, interlocking windows, tongue-and-groove floors and roof decking, handcrafted wooden door, premium hardware fasteners. We even include the drill bits and the screw bits you need. Get excited, folks. All these other awesome things that I forgot to mention. Fully engineered structural plans, double glazed glass, foundation plans, preparation checklist, roofing spec sheet, 2 build manuals, 57-minute build video, toll-free build support line, open 6 days a week. You get exclusive access right away to the Bunkie Life Owners Group, access to the Bunkie Life Connection Program, and I promise you it's going to save you hundreds of hours. But the prize that we're giving away in just a few minutes is proudly made in North America. That's one of the things I'm most proud of, to be honest. Okay, so let me just explain as we build the anticipation. Are we excited? So the grand prize, of course, is the Haven Ultra Bunkie, which I'm going to draw live in just a minute. But there was also a reward for the people that participated the best, the top 10 people that participated the best. So I'm going to announce those first. Now, I also want to just frame how we're going to do the final announcement, okay? We're going to shoot an email off to someone with my private cell phone, okay? If we can get this person on the phone, or it might be Shannon's cell phone, but she'll connect me. But anyways, we're gonna connect with this person on the phone ideally. So the grand prize winner, hopefully, I'm praying they made it onto the live stream. But if they didn't make it live, I'm hoping someone else knows this person. Email them, call them, text them. So the goal is to get them on the phone throughout the live stream. Okay, so that's the deal. Now you may be wondering, Dave, do I have to be present to win? No, you don't have to be present to win. But it would be awesome if we get them on the phone. So if you're watching this, live, I would ask that you would please, even if you don't win, stick around and try to get this person on the phone or whatever if you know them. That's the goal. Of the last roughly 15 contests, we've managed to get the person on the phone at least 14 or 15 times. So I'm optimistic tonight. But if it doesn't happen, that's okay. And then I'm going to stick around and answer questions. And tonight, we will actually, as a trial, we're going to have people, if you want, you can actually join the live stream via Zoom. So if you haven't already, download Zoom, okay? It's a free app, and it allows you to plug into the live stream. So that's going to be something for after we announce the winner. I know you're on the edge of your seat, so let's get to it. So let's first and foremost get to the top 10 winners. Okay, in no particular order. Actually, it is in a particular order. So we're going to first announce the people that won the Bunkie Life Connection cards. That's a pack of these playing cards. They're fantastic. 52 playing cards, but also 52 thought-provoking family kind of connection questions. Things like, who are your closest friends? If you were arrested, what would everyone assume you did? Kind of fun teaser kind of questions and serious questions in a good mix. It's in the Bunkie Life Connection card. And you are going to be the winners here. So thank you for participating in this contest, and in your case, participating so hard that you managed to land in the top 10. So these are, in no particular order, are the names of the top 10 winners. Or sorry, the top 5. Sorry, you get the idea. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So it is Matthew Farrell, James Weston, Tammy Parrish, Bridget Weiss, and Amber Francis. Thank you. You guys have won Bunkie Life Connection cards. If you could, message me, or we'll have your email. So we'll email you to get your address where to mail them. Now, the next prize is a $500 credit. And that was for the people that were 3, 4, and 5 in terms of chances to win. So this is the 3 winners. Mark Seymour, Lauren Santa, we weren't sure exactly what your name was, and Nadia Tyson. Congratulations, folks. Well done. And now we're going to announce the top 2 points winners. Okay, so they were the people that shared the contest the most, that watched all the live streams, that did all the things, and they went to the very top. And could be only 2. They're going to get a $1,000 credit. So these are the top 2. We got Megan Hawkins and Chris Davies. Congratulations, folks. Okay. Alrighty then. So we've got it. Now, we're going to announce the winner in just a second, but before we do that, I've prepared a very special emotional support video for you, just for the people that don't win. Now, obviously, there can only be one winner, so for all the other people that don't win, this is what a little video I've dedicated to you to just hopefully take away a little bit of this sting.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eye. Turn around, bright eye. Every now and then I fall apart. Around, bright eye. Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever, and we'll only be making it right, 'cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all the time. I don't know what to do, and I'm always in the dark, living in a powder keg and giving off sparks. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can do but totally clear
Okay, folks. Drum roll, please. It is time. And I apologize for all the audio issues. That was actually my fault. But it's okay. You got the idea. I would like to invite you to, with me, across North America, well, USA, I'd like you to join with me as we announce the winner live. And after that, we're going to take questions and answers. And like I said, there's a special bonus offer for anybody that sticks around after and is considering buying a bunkie. So don't wait. And we're also going to be letting you zoom in to the live stream. So if you have questions about bunkies, we're going to give you the opportunity to zoom in to the live stream and answer your questions live on the live stream. We were just trying this out, first time ever. So drum roll. It's been a wild ride. Let's give it a go. Announcing the winner. So I got to share my screen here. Pick at random. Next, and the winner. I'm going to put my little hiders there so don't hopefully give their email address away. This takes a long time to load because there's so many entries. And the winner is. Oh my goodness, it's taking a forever to load. Sorry. Let's do this. The winner is Steve Dursum. Let me check a little bit about him. Make sure he's a real person. Steve looks like it's Columbus, United States. Did he actually do everything right? Let me see. Steven Dursum. Now we're shooting Steven an email. I'm pretty sure Shan's doing that right now. And yes, he answered that correctly. Yes, he's a real person. Okay, fantastic. Steve Dursum, you are the man. Okay, Steve Dursum, we're emailing you right now. If you know Steve Dursum from, I think, Columbus, I assume Ohio, but if you know him, email him, call him, get him on the phone. I'm going to turn my phone on. We're going to try to get him on this phone as the live stream progresses. If you didn't win, I'm so sorry, but you can still be a winner by ordering a bunkie today. If you email me, david@bunkylife.com, the subject line sale, that's how you can A, get my attention, B, get your order in, and C, get a special little fast mover bonus tonight. So the sale's on until September 10th, but the people that email me by the end of the night, there's something extra in addition to the best sale of the year. We're going to take questions. We're going to take answers. I appreciate everybody bearing with me all this evening, for bearing with us on this amazing contest, and for just being a part of it. People are saying congratulations. This is fantastic. Congrats, Steve. Very, very cool. Congrats, Steve. Very cool. It would be awesome if he answers. So stay tuned to this live stream because I got my phone on. Hopefully we can get Steve Dursum. I hope I'm saying your name right, sir, on the phone. And I love how people are being very, for the most part, very congratulatory in the live chat, which is great. And so sorry if you didn't win. I know some people really got excited about it, but definitely people are excited for Steve. Okay, that's great. Great news. Now let's go to questions and answers. If you have questions about bunkies, let's take them. That's what I'm here to do. I'm going to start my Zoom session up here. And if anybody wants to, they can join the live stream. What you have to do is, let me just show you for the questions and answers. Okay, we're live. We're answering questions. Go to bunkylife.com/Zoom, and then you have to have Zoom, and you'll go into a little waiting room. We'll chat you up, and then send you into the actual Zoom. But in the meantime, I'll take people's questions, people's comments here live. We've announced the winner. If you got questions about bunkies, if you got questions about the Fraser family, if you got questions about anything of the above, it's an open book, and I'm going to stay until the very last question is answered. People are saying bum, but still happy for the winner. That's awesome. That's a good, being a good sport, Elkin. Definitely will be buying one in the future. Great. Looking forward to serving you whenever you're ready, Andrea. So if you want to jump on live and you can be a guest on this actual live stream, head to bunkylife.com/Zoom and chat with Alyssa, and then we'll get you in the live stream. Okay. People are saying they're mad at me. That's fair. Do you know what approximately shipping would be to Eastern Washington? Eastern Washington. Well, I have good news, David and Karen Smith. As part of the Bunkie Life sale, which is on as of right now, the end of summer sale, it's our hottest sale of the year. You can email me, david@bunkylife.com, subject sale. We actually have free shipping to 99% of America. So check out that live sale thing on the webpage, or just email me, david@bunkylife.com, and you're probably eligible for free shipping. So that's good news. Happy for Steve, disappointed for the rest of us. Sorry, Kim. If Steve is in Columbus, Ohio, his bunkie will be an Ohio State man cave. Cool. Congratulations to all the points winners as well. That's cool. Thank you and thank you for sharing. What is shipping to Tennessee? Probably also free, unless you're like on a mountain or something. Steve, Stoneman. Oh, I got a text here. Hold on. I want to see if it's... So if you want to join the live stream and answer your questions live, then go to bunkylife.com/Zoom. That is what you got to do. And I'm ready. Okay. Awesome. Oh, Rob Taco said I was just kidding about being mad. Good. What type of foundation do you recommend? So there's 3 different kind of foundations. You got a concrete pad, that's the most expensive. You've got piles or helical screws, or whatever they call them. That's good too. Sonotubes, which are cylinders of cement, also great. Or I guess these standard kind of patio stones or blocks, and then a little deck frame. I'd probably recommend the latter there. I'm 2 hours away from Steve. I'll swing on by. Okay, good. If you know Steve, swing on by. Can the bunkie be moved after they built? Yes, but you probably want to disassemble it, which is doable. So yeah, doable. More fun to build than to unbuild, in my experience. I'm definitely interested in the future. Awesome, Heather. We're looking forward to serving you whenever you are ready. How easy is it to move a bunkie? I just answered that. Great question. I'm bummed for me, but happy to Steve. Maybe it's Columbus, Indiana. Possibly. Hopefully we can get Steve on the phone. Will we get to hear the phone call to Steve? I don't know, because I don't know if we have his email. Well, I know we have his email, but I don't know if we have his phone number. So we'll try to get him on the phone. We'll try to get him to call me. That's our plan. If anyone knows Steve Dursum, I forget what his name was exactly, Durham, we've emailed him. Hopefully you get it. Okay. Did I hear it correctly? Columbus. Yes. It didn't say if it was Columbus, Ohio, but I assume it was. Do you have financing? Yes, Steve, or Stoneman. We have, head to bunkylife.com/financing. Do you know the range for getting anticipated with the foundation, roof, and insulation? It probably depends on the local labor market, but when I used to do bunkies, I would do them for about $3,000 or $4,000. And then plus materials or whatever. So that's probably what you want to budget. I think Steve is fake. We should probably draw again. I don't think so. He seemed like a real dude. He answered all the questions. So seems real. That's not true. Even if Steve doesn't show up live, that's okay. We'll still give him the prize. We'll get him on the phone somehow. All right. This is the most fun contest I've ever been. Well, thank you, Natty. I appreciate that. What were the highest points? I'll have to look into that, kid. If you email me, I can let you know. Leah Lackey already emailed. Amazing. So that's great. She emailed in to david@bunkylife.com with a subject line sale, so she could take advantage of the end of summer sale, the hottest sale of the year. Brilliant. Mwah. Love it. Leah Lackey. Looking forward to serving you. All right. Congratulations to Steve, and thank you to Bunkie Life for their support of RMHC. We are an amazing organization who have helped families like mine. Great. If anyone in Western Minnesota buys one, I would love to come help when they put it up. That's very kind, John. Okay, people are saying people are volunteering to take the prize if Steve doesn't want it. That's so generous of you. I'm sure he'll take you up on that. Do you offer financing? Yes, bunkylife.com/financing. Wait, apparently Shannon's texting me that we got him. I could try calling him. Apparently he's emailing us back. Okay, Steve is a real person, apparently. I'm getting texted. Maybe he'll call me. All right, so can the bunkies be combined? Yes, two people have attached bunkies together, absolutely. Does it need to be bolted to a concrete foundation to withstand winds? Yeah, if you have high winds, you want to definitely anchor it to the ground. To be honest, I'm very glad I found you guys, even though I didn't win. Sad face. Can't wait to get our own. Cool. Well, looking forward to serving you. That's awesome. Can't you text him? Well, I don't have his number. We're trying to get his number right now, but apparently he's emailing us. So, yeah. How do we insulate to prevent mold and humidity and keep the air conditioning? So I would use, depending where you are, if you're in a southern climate, I would definitely want to use a good mini split or heat pump or ductless. They have a bunch of different names. Those are all great. And make sure that it has a dehumidification setting. Yeah, that would be my suggestion. You can insulate the roof. That will keep some of the sun bake off of it. If you're not ready for the shipment, can you still give a deposit? Yes, we're taking bookings for next spring, even next summer and fall. So no problem. If you want to take advantage of the summer sale, which is the hottest sale of the year, it's on right now until September 10th. You can take advantage of that sale price and not need the bunkie until next spring. We'll hold it for you. No problem. So can you add the bathroom bunkie to the side of a bunkie? Yes, Dwayne, it is possible. A little bit of carpentry skill required, but yes, people have done that. Okay. Can I identify as Steve Dursum? Well, it's 2025. You can identify as whatever you want, but that doesn't mean you're going to get a prize. There's a metaphor there. What is the square footage of this bunkie? If you're talking about the Haven Ultra, it's a 10 by 10 square foot and then a 10 by 13 loft. Can you mention the wait list? Yeah, Colleen, we're currently assembling a shipment to Hawaii right now, probably for next spring. And so if you email me, david@bunkylife.com with the subject line Hawaii, then that would work. Okay, I think this might be Steve's number. Maybe you can't call Canada, so I'm calling him. Let's see if we can get him on the phone. Hi, is this Steve?
Hello? Yes.
Hi, Steve. This is David Fraser calling from Bunkie Life.
Yes, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing fine, thanks.
Now, I don't know if you remember, but you entered a contest to win a Haven Ultra Bunkie from us.
Yes, I love the contest. I figured my chances were pretty slim of winning, though.
Well, I have good news for you. Actually, you did win.
No way.
Way.
No way. Those look so cool. I can't believe that.
Yeah, so Steve, tell us a little bit. Are you from Columbus, like Indiana, Columbus, Ohio? Where are you from?
We're on the outside of Columbus, Ohio. We live in the country. We have some acreage, and we kind of got a rural kind of lifestyle. So we do a little bit of farming and a lot of mowing and things like that. So it's a perfect space for something like that.
That is awesome. And what about the bunkie kind of caught your attention?
I just looked at it and said that would be so cool because we've always said it'd be nice to have another little building. It could be used for either like company comm. We have acreage, then woods, then acreage behind it. So give us some flexibility that if somebody wanted to have it like a outdoorsy place, we have places for it, or something closer to the house. My wife could use it for space for any projects or anything that she had.
That's awesome. Well, Steve, I appreciate you taking the time to apply for this contest, and yeah, congrats! You are the winner. I should ask this earlier, but it's okay. I'm live announcing the winner. I announced your name, and then I'm still live talking to you. I should have said that. Is that okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, we'll figure out the logistics of shipping the bunkie to you and stuff, and just can't wait to see, what you do with the bunkie on the acreage and how, using it for your friends and family and stuff. And was this the first time you ever heard about us, was the contest?
I had seen it before. I think there was another round. I remember the prior round, there was like an announcement of somebody that it turns out they weren't eligible. Then you did another round. So I remember seeing it there. But yeah, I think you run it really well. It's so much fun to go through all the different things to enter and learn about it and so forth.
Awesome. Well, Steve, super congratulations to your family. So this is your home phone number here?
This is my cell phone, but yeah, okay. This is my number. Yeah.
Okay, so we got your number, email. I'll get everyone to sort the details tomorrow with you of where it's going to go and stuff. And then just if you could send us some photos and just give us a report of how it all turns out. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. That's super exciting.
Okay, awesome. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Okay, cool. Bye for now.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, we got Steve on the phone. Fantastic. Boom. Okay, so Steve is a real person. He lives in Columbus, Ohio. And let's keep going through the questions here. Okay, how much is a deposit usually? So when you buy a bunkie, we usually ask for a 65% deposit to make the bunkie, and then the remainder basically a day or two before you get the bunkie. Great questions. Do you guys ship to the Bahamas? Not currently Lincoln Parks, but maybe one day. How about a small staircase instead of ladder? So the bunkie comes with a ladder, but you are welcome to, some people have added staircases or built little staircases. Totally doable. If someone in Arkansas is by one, I would come and help them with the build. Very kind of you. Story time with Grandma Joe says, do you still sing publicly? I guess my creative outlet is pretty much Bunkie Life live streams now. My professional singing days are, I think, over. At least while I have 5 kids and a pretty busy business. Awesome. Where is Steve? I just talked to him. People are saying, congrats, Steve. Congrats. He sounds like a good guy. I mean, he's not going to scream. He's at the end of the day, he's a gentleman. Where's the excitement, Steve? I would have been screaming with excitement. Well, you know, that's okay. Everyone's got their own emotional response. Okay, I'm getting a lot of great questions here. I want to just reiterate, if you want to join the Zoom call, I think it's set up. Is anyone trying to join in live on the Zoom? If you want to, I'd love to have you here. It's nice to have real humans other than my ugly mug. Check out bunkylife.com/Zoom if you want to join the live stream. Okay. Super happy for Steve. That's the right attitude. Loving it. Waiting for your new factory in Johnson County, Tennessee. No building codes, only electric permits. Okay, I love that idea. The land of no building permits. That is pretty cool. Steve sounds like a nice guy. Congratulations, and thanks, Dave. Well, thank you. When is the announcement of the next innovation of Bunkie Life? Well, we are actually having a barbecue. You're all invited if you're close to us or can drive here. Rockwood, Ontario, we're having a big barbecue, and we're going to debut something pretty sick, pretty sweet. So stay tuned for that. We'll put it on our social media too. When will the sale email be sent? Well, I was hoping you could email me, Nadia. David at bunkylife.com, subject line sale. I'll get you all the details, or you can just head to our website now. The sale page is probably live. bunkylife.com/sale will also get you there. And if you want to take advantage of the sale, if you email me before the end of the evening, I'll let you in on the extra little bonus perk there for taking advantage of that early. The sale's going to end September 10th, so a few short days, about a week or two. Can I buy your music anywhere? Yeah, if you just Google David Cavan Fraser, I'm on Spotify and all that stuff too. Is there anyone in Montana that wants to help me build my bunkie? For sure. There is definitely the Bunkie Lifers there, and I'm sure they'd love to help. I feel so blessed that I was able to find your company. I have a savings plan, and I got to hear your story, which is heartbreaking and encouraging that there's still great people in the world. Well, thank you. That's very kind. Dear David, seriously, I've had the Client Map song in my head. When you record it for the Bunkie album as a vocalist, I can do harmonies. Amazing. Fantastic. We're going to do that. That's going to absolutely happen. Well, I appreciate you guys and your amazing giveaways. Congratulations to Steve. Awesome. Can a bunkie be on a raised deck? Yes, absolutely. Some people have done some epic triosses. Okay. What's the financing process? Just go to bunkylife.com/financing. I believe it does not affect your credit in any way to apply for see if you're approved. How far are you from Windsor? We're about 3 hours from Windsor, Ontario. Yeah. Oh, you emailed yesterday. Awesome. Congratulations, Steve. People would say, I'd like to see a trios kit. That would be cool. I mean, really, any of our kits could technically be a trios, but okay, cool. Awesome. We love Canada. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Love it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you have more Bunkie Life questions, I'm here. I'm going to stay until the last person gets their question answered. So let's get cozy here for the long haul. I'd be remiss if I didn't invite you to join us on Zoom if you want to. bunkylife.com/Zoom. I'm curious if anyone's tried that and it's working or not working. That would be wonderful. Maybe someone on the Bunkie Life team, if you want to try it, that would be great too. Just to test it, make sure it's working. Okay. Let us continue with questions. If you have questions, that'd be great. I'm going to talk about what's happening right now. It's the Bunkie Life end of summer sale, the hottest sale of the year. It's on until September 10th. If you want to take advantage, we have an extra early movers bonus. If you email me, david@bunkylife.com with the subject line sale, you can take advantage of that. Head to bunkylife.com/sale for all the details. Please consider making models that are able to insulate comes in the package. We could supply our own insulation, but materials to close it in would be great. In Manitoba, we only have 4 weeks of moderate weather. I know it's true. Yeah, Manitoba, you got your own thing. The rest is either plus 30 or minus 30. Yeah, Manitoba is its own beast. Absolutely. Now, we recommend insulating the roof and the floor, but that's only really going to get you in Manitoba to probably 3.5 seasons at best. So that is what it is. What is the actual giveaway? We just gave it away, Joe. I'm sorry you missed it. Steve Dersham was the winner, and we actually just got him on the phone. So I just chatted with him. Say my name is the winner. No. Has a bunkie ever been built on a trailer? Yes. Probably not as a full tiny home, but as a kind of like, trailerable thing. Yes. People are saying they need a meeting ID to join via Zoom. Okay. I'm gonna go a little crazy. Yeah. So the Zoom is not working. Dang. I wonder if I give you guys another link. Could we point? Gabriel, I'm gonna try something here. That's. I don't think I'm gonna do that. The Zoom thing. I think we'll try that again next time. Okay, cool. How do I find a list of bunkie builders in or near Montana? If you email us, Janet, we may not have someone in Montana, but we've got a good way of finding people. You don't necessarily need an official bunkie builder. You just need a handy-ish person. So we've got some tips and tricks on how to do that. I know that I can build 10 by 20 without a permit, but I don't know if I can go up 2 stories. Not sure if you have any insight on it. Really depends on the municipality. It really depends on the municipality, unfortunately, Dana. So talk to your local mafia, see what you can pull off. Look into the bylaws, that type of thing. Okay. The Zoom is directly live. Okay. Are we sure with that? I'm gonna slack you that. Okay. Gabriel, I just slacked you a link if you want to update that. Let's try it. Let's try to get somebody zooming in. Let's see if I can pull that off. Hopefully they're nice. Hopefully they're nice people with nice PG rated words. Okay. Wait, did y'all get a chance to listen to the song we made for you in the bunker? I did not. I didn't hear it. Sorry, I just did. Joe, I missed it. I'm sorry. We do get a lot of emails every day, so if I missed it, I apologize. I want to hear it. Cheryl says he's in the waiting room. Okay. She's in the waiting room. I don't see anyone in the waiting room. I'm going to auto add people. This might be the part of the show that gets a little bit wild, a little bit fast. Okay. So I guess we're fixing the bunkylife.com/Zoom link. So let's give it a try. What if I haven't decided which model will work for me? Can I still email you and get them? Yes, absolutely. If you haven't quite decided, you got a few days, right? The sale doesn't end until September 10th. Great question. But I would email me tonight because if you get the email in, you lock in. She says, I'm in the waiting room. Okay. We got that. I'm going to see if we can get Zoom working. If not, that's fine. Oh, wait. There's Stacy. Hold on. Mary Kay. Yeah. I see Stacy. Okay, I'm going to add you. Would email me tonight because if you get the email in, you lock. Now, Mary Kay, I'm going to ask if you could use only PG rated words. Email me tonight because if you get the email in, you lock in. Let's do this. Okay, hold on for 1 second.
She says, I'm in the waiting room.
I see Mary Kay.
I'm going to see if we get Zoom working. If not, that's fine.
Okay, Mary Kay, are you with us? And can we hear you? That's the question, I think.
Mary Kay.
Okay. I think it worked.
Hey, there you are, Mary Kay. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Mary Kay, I can ask if you
I'm
could.
realizing I gotta turn on something here.
Use only PG-rated words.
Okay, I can't hear you, but that's fine. Okay, folks, can you hear Mary Kay? And Mary Kay, can you hear us?
I can hear you. I'm hearing some other things in the background.
Okay, can you chat again, Mary Kay?
I can hear you.
For some reason, I can't hear you. That might be my fault.
Oh. Someone said they heard.
I can hear her.
So, can people hear Mary Kay? Okay, Mary Kay, unfortunately, I can't hear you, but that's probably my bad.
Bummer.
Okay.
Darn it.
People are saying I finally got in. Okay, everyone can hear except me. Oh, geez. Okay, this is technology. This is how you know it's live. Okay, so Mary Kay, if you could just, we can see you, which is awesome. If you could chat, I can see your chats. Can you chat what your question was, and let's answer it.
Okay, I'm a slow typer, but.
Oh, actually, I see what the problem is.
Okay.
There, I got you now. Sorry. Okay, go ahead. You can just say it now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry with that.
So you were saying, like, if we email you tonight, we can get a special prize.
Yep.
What if I don't know which? Since I didn't win.
Yeah. Now you're like, I can accept any bunkie.
Yeah. So now I don't know for sure which one I'm like, somebody I was watching a video. I was like, yeah, I need to figure out exactly, which one would fit in the space I have and that kind of stuff.
Well, that's totally fair. So what I would suggest is, email me with the subject line sale, and then you'll be in my little queue of people, and then let's chalk some time between now and September 9th or say September 8th, just so because it gets crazy on the last couple of days of a sale for us. If you want, we have most of them set up now in front of the factory, so we can zoom you into the different models if you want, or you can just go on the website and browse through them and see what actually makes the most sense.
Okay, sounds good.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And then I'm curious, like, how many points did the people the top people get that won for points?
I know it was over 6,000. I think the guy that actually won, I think I saw he had 4,000 or 5,000 points.
Okay.
I don't know, but it's I'd have to go back and look. We had a lot of, like, most people just join the contest, maybe do one thing and then forget about it until the finale.
Right.
But the smart people, like I assume you, Mary Kay, do a little bit of extra.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm quite a few. I was surprised how many, I think a lot of the people I invited, they actually entered because I had a lot of points.
Okay, well, congratulations. And thank you for participating and sharing our little family business.
It was fun.
Thank you. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna boot you, but I appreciate you taking the time. Okay. Do we have Joe? I'm seeing other people. There's tons of other people here. Okay, awesome. I see Chuck's iPad. Chuck, I'm gonna take a flyer on you, buddy, and I'm gonna throw you in here. And I'm hoping, Chuck, that you use PG rated language and appropriate body gestures and language as well. Are you on board with that? And if so, give us a hey, Chuck, or Chuck's iPad. Hey, Chuck. Okay, I see you chatting. Can you turn your video on? Can you chat? Okay. I see you, but I don't. Oh, you can't turn your video on, and you can't. Can you use your audio? Maybe Chuck's having a bit of an issue. Okay, I'm gonna go to Joanna. Chuck, don't go anywhere, Chuck. If we can, we'll get you in there if you figure your stuff out. Okay, Joanna, I can see that you're zoomed in. Can you unmute? Can you? There we go. How are you? We can hear you. I don't think I can see you though. Joanna, are you there?
Did you respond to Susie? Did you feel it?
I thought we did that together.
I unmuted.
Yeah, there you are. Okay. We can't see you, but we can hear you. Oh, there you are.
Hold on, I'm working on the C part.
Okay. Now, where are you coming from, Joanna?
I'm down in Tennessee.
Oh, right on. Fantastic. What part of Tennessee?
All the way down in the southeast corner in Polk County.
Oh, Polk County. And I was just in Memphis 2 weeks ago. So the other side of the state.
Other side of the state, yep.
Mm-hmm. It does. So what's your question and how can I help?
Actually, we had just built a small cabin, and I was looking at the very small bunkie possibly for, we'll call it an outhouse.
Okay. Cool. You're talking about the bathroom bunkie.
Yep, bathroom
Yep.
bunkie. Yep.
Cool. And tell me more. So I guess what about it kind of caught your attention?
Actually, I guess I grew up building with Lincoln logs, so when I saw what the bunkies were, I'm like, actually, I think I can do that.
Okay, cool. So so do you have questions about like how the shipping works or how that whole side of things, or I guess what specifics can I
Yeah,
help with?
kind of. Since we're kind of far away.
Yeah. So we do go down to Tennessee a fair bit, and actually the eastern side, since you're so close to the Carolinas and such, that's a pretty
Yes.
popular area. So we'll have bunkies going by you probably until January, and then we'll start up again probably in March or April. So we can definitely make
Okay.
it happen. And the bathroom bunkie is smaller; it's a little easier to ship. So we can probably get you one. It might not be free though, but we can get you one for sure for pretty low cost.
Oh, that's terrific. That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Okay. So can I ask a favor? Can you send me an email, david@bunkylife.com, with the subject line sale?
Yes, I will send you one tonight.
Okay, fantastic. Guys, Joanna's doing it. It seems like it's the cool thing to do. The cool people are doing it. So I'm pretty excited about that. And is there any other questions you have before I let you go?
Not yet. I guess one would be, I know, I saw something about it being insulated. You can insulate them.
You can.
How do you do
way.
that?
I would, with the bathroom bunkie, I would do a good job of insulating the roof, which is pretty simple to do. And then I do a good job of insulating the floor. And
Okay.
like what's the coldest it would ever get in Polk County? What's your winter? No offense.
Darling, what's the coldest temperature?
Well, we have had, -1 or 2, but that's only for an hour or two first thing in the morning.
Yeah, it
Oh.
might get to like a -1 or 2 for maybe a day or two in the very early morning, but within a couple hours, we're, back up to temperature.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to patronize you as a Canadian, but that sounds awful. That sounds horrible.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm originally from New England, so
Okay,
this is
okay, you know.
kind of, yeah, I retired to the warm weather.
Don't like ice.
Yeah, actually, I mean, for you though, it's worth it to insulate it because it's also going to help you in the summer when it actually does get pretty hot, right? So
Yeah, it gets a little toasty.
yeah, so the roof insulation will help you with the sun bakes on something and it just kind of seeps in, the heat seeps in.
Yes.
That'll help with that too. You're probably if it depends on how luxurious this outhouse is going to be, but you could add a little air conditioning unit or something. But if you just insulate the roof really well and maybe do the floor, I think it'd be fine to use. Pretty
Yeah, it's going to be simple. It's not going to be anything that, we're going to go out to and take, a 20-minute shower in or anything like that.
Awesome. Well, hey, Joanna, thank you so much for taking the time to be my second ever Zoom caller. We're learning as we go here, and I just appreciate you taking the time. It's great to connect.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, bye for now. All right, we still got Chuck's iPad. If you want to join, if you want to unmute, that's cool. If you want to join this Zoom call, bunkylife.com/Zoom. I'm going to go back to answering a few of the of the chat questions here. Some great ones here. That was a very Canadian. Oh yeah, out for a rip, are you, bud? We love having a bunkie, but we can't afford it right now. Someday in the future. That's cool. We're here whenever you guys are here. We've been here for almost 10 years. We'll be here for another 10 or more. So we're pretty excited. I'm waiting to close on a new property with 5 acres. I don't think I could build it and take it down and move it. Oh, fair. Yep, totally fair. I wouldn't, generally speaking, if your plan is to build it, take it down, and I wouldn't recommend that plan if you can avoid that plan. Chuck's iPad. Do you have plumbing and wiring kits for the bunkies in the bathroom? We don't have kits for it, although it is quite easy to do that, as lots of our clients have done. David, please come celebrate in Westfield, Wisconsin when we build our bunkies. They arrived today. Awesome, Denise. That's fantastic. It was so exciting to watch them come off the truck. That is cool. I'm excited to see how you guys turned out. I would really love to come visit people. Stay tuned, Denise. No guarantees, but stay tuned. Okay. People are saying, can you give your email address again? Sure. My email address is david@bunkylife.com. And I would super invite you to email me with a subject line sale if you're thinking about buying a bunkie at all, if you're serious. what you want to do is email me. Okay. All right. If you want to join this chat live on Zoom, head to bunkylife.com/Zoom. I'm happy to do that. People are chatting me up here, and I'm happy to answer your chats as well. So I'm seeing the comments you're making, and I'm also Oh, there's a waiting room. That's my problem. I thought people were automatically added to the waiting room. Sorry, I'm gonna add people here. Give me 1 second. How do I find the waiting room? I'm gonna let some people in from the waiting room. Okay. Letting everybody in. Okay. All right, welcome everyone. If you are just joining us on Zoom here, I'm going to invite you to stay muted, but I'm gonna invite you. I see people in from the waiting room. Okay. Okay. Letting everybody in. Okay. If you can, please mute yourself. All right, welcome everyone. If you are just joining us on Zoom here, I'm going to invite you to stay muted, but I'm gonna invite you. I see people in from the waiting room. Yeah. Okay. Letting everybody in. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Okay. So Christine, I'm gonna invite you first. Christine's Crochet and More. I'm gonna add you to the guest list here. Okay. And if you could, you can come off mute. Can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah. This is fun. Okay. So
awesome.
Where are you coming from?
We are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the city of bridges.
Awesome. Okay. So tell me a little bit about the situation and tell me how I can help.
I teach and tutor from home. I tutor on a platform called OutSchool. And right now we have 2 loud dogs and very limited space. Mm-hmm. And I also have mobility issues. So it's difficult for me to get around in our space. And when I saw the Bunkie, I was like, oh my goodness, this would be perfect. This would be a space away from my family where I could actually concentrate on the algebra and geometry that I also teach crochet. That's why the Christine's Crochet and More is there.
Cool.
But as you can see, this little foam stuff, this is sound deadening material. So my students don't hear my dogs bark.
Yeah. I actually am in a soundproofed studio here, and it's a lot of work to soundproof something. It's a lot of work. I can appreciate that challenge. So just to be clear, you're in your house right now, like so.
Yes.
Okay, I'm tracking with you. Your struggle is real. I also have children. Totally can relate to that.
Anytime anyone knocks on the door, it's like, oh my goodness, please put the dogs upstairs or downstairs or outside. Yep. I need to do quadratic equations here and I can't concentrate.
And what other options have you looked into? Like, have you considered, I don't know, like a yurt or a trailer or something in the back? Like, what else have you thought about?
We did look at an RV, but for me with the mobility issues, it's hard to get in and out of the RV. They have those tiny little stairs.
Yeah.
And there's no way to get a wheelchair in and out of there. You earlier said you could put it on a deck, and we're closing on a house that has a great big deck.
Nice.
And putting the Bunkie on the deck, I could just wheel myself outside and into the office, and then we're good to go.
Yeah, we've had a number of people build little ramps. We had a number of people build them right onto a deck. I'm thinking of a Make-A-Wish build we did for a kid that was also in a wheelchair. And he was able to just basically wheel up this little ramp and go right into, but I think he has a summer cabin. So I would probably recommend, like our doors are pretty wide, but you probably want to consider anything with double doors. So like our summer cabin, the Rockwood would be like a kick butt office, or the Hideaway. Those would probably be the 3 that I would, the summer cabin's the least expensive one. And then the Rockwood and the Hideaway are a little bit more money, but they're double doors, single story, just physically separated from the rest of the house. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quiet, tranquil, no barking dogs.
Yep. Like that idea. Cool. Was there any other questions that you wanted to get to, or that I left out?
I'd eventually like to own a campground where folks that are encountering housing problems where, a woman trying to get away from an abusive relationship where they can come for 2 weeks and just kind of reset, like a 2-week reset. And I envision the bunkies being part of that campground. And, so it's not just my office. I want this New Roots Retreat Center. I would love to have a ministry where I was able to help people kind of reset and recalibrate their lives.
You should check out. So we did a couple kind of videos on a gentleman named Marcel LeBrun. He's like a tech billionaire guy from Canada out on the East Coast in New Brunswick, and he's pulled off something not the exact same, like not the exact same twist as you, but he pulled that off in New Brunswick somehow. And it's worth checking out. It was some of our videos from probably a year and a half ago. We talked about his story. You just type in Marcel LeBrun.
How do you spell that?
I think it's MarcelLeBrun. LeBrun. If you email me, I'll send you the videos we used to do. But really interesting case study, and a lot of people have that exact same vision. So if there's any way we can help with that, let us know. I know that
I know I can't do this by myself. So cool. Partners to make it a reality would be so cool.
Awesome. Well, hey, I love the vision. Thank you for taking the time to zoom in. This is so fun. And I will boot you and wish you all the best. And let us know if we can help with the actual backyard office. So once you get the house.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye for now. All right. We have Nancy. Would you like to pop in too? I see you're there.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
I'm gonna boost you here into the spot. Okay, I can see it. Nancy, where are you coming from?
Famous Butler, Pennsylvania.
Famous.
I'm the one. Yeah. I am literally walking distance. I actually walked over there and I was at both.
Yeah. If you're not political, that question may have just went over your head kind of thing, but that's cool.
I used to say I'm just north of Pittsburgh, about 30 miles. Now I don't bother. I just say I'm from Butler.
That's awesome. So tell us about your situation and let me know how I can help.
Well, I purchased this 5 acres. I had horses and I have a corner lot. And unfortunately, neighbors kept coming down and feeding my horses. So I'm a born and passionate horse lover. And I had to let my horses go because I was afraid they were going to kill them by feeding them who knows what. So I started looking for property in 2020 and we all know what happened then. So now it's finally the time. I found a place that I think I can move to. And I'm going to get choked up. My biggest reason for wanting to do this is I have 4 daughters. 2 of them are local and 2 of them are in Nashville. And when they come to visit, I don't get to be the mom because I have a small place. I got a mobile home and I was going to build, but I ended up not building on this property. And I wish I had seen this before because I would have built a bunkie in the back here for my daughters to come visit so they would have a place to stay. And now I'm getting this other house, but I could use more room. That's got small bedrooms upstairs, but I can always use more room. The more, the better. I want to be the mom and I want everybody to come to my place and stay at my place so I can have their favorite foods in the fridge. And just, there is nothing, like you said, more important than family. And I love my daughters and I want to be with them as much as possible. And unfortunately, because of this situation, because I had a really nice big house, but I went through a divorce. And so this is where I ended up. And anyway, so my daughter has been the one hosting and she's my oldest daughter and I want it to be me, not my daughter.
I can completely get that. My mom is, I have 4 daughters. I can relate to that. And my mom, I'm the oldest of 4 boys. And when I say, hey mom, why don't you drive up here to our house? I completely understand where you're coming from because it's one thing to just like that feeling of family Christmas when everyone's like little and they're all jumping around there. Like that's the phase of life I'm currently in, right? Everyone's jumping around their PJs and making breakfast for everybody. And I could totally understand. I'm gonna get choked up now.
Sorry. It's really critical to me. I love my horses and that would be my normal drive, but that's secondary. I just want my family to be able to come to my place. So
I can completely appreciate that.
Critical.
Yeah.
And I love what you do. And I so appreciate your reasoning. The why is everything. Simon Sinek says that too.
Yeah.
What's your why?
Yeah. Well,
That's everything.
you know,
God bless you.
Thank you. And if there's anything we can do to help, let us know. I don't know if everybody appreciates like how that bunkie can be the bridge between people being able to actually come or not. So like when we had our bunkie here, I guess the first one we built was actually my mom. Mom pushed me into it, right? And that's what started this whole thing. And it was like, we don't want to sleep on the couch, David. We want to come, we want to be together, but like the bunkie was kind of that bridge to make it all happen. So
well, the thing is, if somebody comes with kids, it's an opportunity for them to be separate and not feel like they have to keep their kids quiet from everybody else or something. It's just such a spectacular idea. I love it. And my son-in-law is actually looking from my oldest daughter. He's getting out of the military in about 10 years, and he's looking for property, like 100 acres or something. And he wants to have cottages there for us to come to go hunting and camping and to being together. So I'm going to make sure he sees this, because I think it'd be a great way for him to do it. I've watched every video you have, and it's just love it. Absolutely love it.
Well, I just appreciate you sharing your story a little bit. And if there's anything we can do to help, please let me know. I'm happy to do that. Okay. All the best. We'll talk to you soon. Okay. If you want to join this amazing live experience, the first time we've ever done this, then you are more than welcome to. We are accepting people on the Zoom. If you go to bunkylife.com/Zoom, you can join. And we'll get you on. Otherwise, I'm just going to go to some chats over here on the chat. So, let's do it. Hold on, I'm going to boot you, Nancy. No offense. I'm just going to, okay. Return to the waiting room. Okay. But if you want to join the live call, bunkylife.com/Zoom, as I said, I'm going to stay until the last person's questions are answered. People are saying they love my Canadian accent. Well, that's kind. Congratulations to the winner. I love my bunkie. That's awesome. Oh, Joel Green. How's it going, man? Okay, cool. Joel Green. That is always cool when people pop in. Eileen Carr asks, do you have all the different bunkies on display at your place? We have most of them on display. We've got, some of the older models we recently kind of took down to add some extra space at the factory. And then some of the lofted rockwood and hideaway options we don't have, but we've got pretty much most of the stuff is on display. If you want to come see us in person, or you want to book a virtual tour, happy to do that. So no, hold on. People are entering the waiting room. I'm admitting them. Okay. All right. We got Jasmine, and we got, Jasmine Wold. If you want to allow us to see you, that's awesome. I'm going to go to the waiting room here. Oh, no, you're out. Okay. People were, and then they're out. Okay. If you want to join the live Zoom, we will invite you. Okay. Looking to get one on our property in Prince Edward Island. Oh yeah, we love Prince Edward Island. Been down the Bunkie Life rabbit hole for the last several days. Stoked to hear what's the sale going. Yeah, it starts it's literally on right now. Just started. The end of the summer sale, hottest sale of the year. If you want to get in on it, you can email me, david@bunkylife.com, the subject line sale, or just go to the website and it should be on there pretty soon. And it goes till September 10th. So remember that. September 10th. Yes. David, do you know the approximate cost of a metal roof in the States? It depends on the size, right? So I need to step back now to see how I can afford one. Yeah, so Kim, you're so positive you would win tonight. Sorry for your loss. It depends on probably the gauge and all that stuff. But the last couple of bunkies I've got done for about $1,000. Kind of like a back of the napkin. Is the Sprucewood Lodge the biggest bunkie you have? It is technically not. I think the Rockwood 199 with loft or the Hideaway 199 with loft are technically a little bit bigger, but they're both. Sprucewood Lodge is pretty much as big as it gets. Okay, we got someone joining on Zoom. iPhone 2, I can see you. If you want to chat, you can. There we go. I'm gonna make you. I don't know your name, sir, but why don't you introduce yourself? I'm gonna add you to the guest. How are you?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, Joel.
Hey, Joel. Oh, hey, Joel. How's it going, man?
It's going great. How are you?
I'm doing good. You're obviously a lot further south because it's pitch black here and it looks like it's really nice there.
Yeah, it's about 6 something here. I don't know. I got to work and finally got a chance to relax. A good friend of mine Zoom called me that I haven't talked to in a while, and the first thing I did, he wanted to see what the bunkie looked like, where we were at with that.
Okay, you're kind of. I think your Wi-Fi might be cutting out a little tiny bit. Not terribly. Are you gonna give us a tour?
I'm going to try if I can figure this thing out, how to turn this around. I guess I can go like that. This is still working on it.
Oh, you're still working on it.
It's the Sprucewood Lodge.
Yep.
Yeah, it's I got to tell you, when you're kind of doing it by yourself and it comes 101 degrees almost every day, it's kind of hard to get anything done.
That's fair. But you're chugging along, man. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I've got some more things I got to do on the upper here, but we're pretty excited about it. And I got to figure out a deck. And then I've got over here, still got to put it together, which is the it's under tarps, which is the bathroom bunkie. Yeah, and it will go onto the side.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, tell us the good, the bad, and the ugly. Tell us what was the hardest part about the build. What was the best part about the build? Give us an update.
Well, as you guys know, here in Washington State, USA, the permitting was a little bit crazy. So the first thing that I did was order from you guys the structural plans, and so I tried to send that off to my my permitting department, and they said, "Oh, these are beautiful plans. These are fantastic, but they need to be stamped in Washington State."
Yeah.
So yeah, so I found I contacted multiple engineers to take a look at it, and they finally took a look at it. And then I worked out a deal with one of them where they would look over the plans and add what they thought it needed to be done. So yeah, so what they said needed to be done was I had to put on all these concrete pylons, and I had to do 9 of them in order to pass the inspection. They also said I need a glue lamb in the loft, which makes no sense because it would be sitting on top of a glue lamb that's 16 feet by 10 inch by 10 inch. So it didn't make any sense to do that. Yeah, so that's where we're at. I finally got what I wanted. I got the bunkie, and I'm putting it together. It's looking good. And we're pretty proud of it. We're pretty happy about it. It was quite the journey, but we're pretty excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you know what I found is that the people like yourself that push back a little in the town, actually make it happen, like in terms of the permitting stuff, they always get their way. It just sometimes it's a little less, a little more of a battle than they're hoping for. And unfortunately, it's just sometimes the way it goes.
You'll get a kick out of this. Okay, so I had to get an inspection done on the pylons, but I hadn't poured concrete yet, so I just had them in the ground. And the inspector came out and he looked at him and he looked around at the ground and he said, "What are you building?" I said, it's called a bunkie. They're out of Canada. He goes, I know what a bunkie is. I'm going to put several of them on my own property. I said, yeah, so the county says I have to do this. And he just looked at it and he went, "This is so overkill. This is ridiculous." Yeah. He said it 3 times. He used the F-letter word a couple times doing it. He just said, "This is stupid." I go, I know. I couldn't get them to understand. Even the engineer that I had to work with, nice kid, but he was also an intern. So I don't think they understood the plans either. So, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I already did that. I went past it. We're here. I'm going to put in a laminate flooring, and I'm going to carpet the upper portion, get one of those blow up or unfoldable beds upstairs. And then I'm going to, the next phase is the roof. I got that on, and so we're going to put water and ice on that. Then we're going to come in with 2-inch foam boards and put that on top. I'm going to put on the tin roof, and then solar panels. Solar panels on that with a blue eddy, so I can run a little refrigerator in there and lights.
So this is like
and
off. This is an off-grid cabin. Like it's off the grid.
Oh yeah. I mean, I could bring in some, but I don't want to. I want it to be off grid. I'll have little Christmas trees on the outside, and it'll be a neat little place that we can have a little family Christmas and come out here and light a little fire and have a little Christmas tree in there and just enjoy our 5-acre property here. So
awesome, man. That's so great to hear. And Joel, thanks for taking the time to pop in. I super appreciate it. And I think we should both give ourselves a pat on the back because we managed to maintain PG rated language, and we talked about both engineers and building inspectors in a conversation, and mad respect to you for keeping it PG.
I did pause a lot. So
I noticed that, and I appreciate it.
I got to remember, you're on
You're
live, so you got to be careful.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in, man, and let us know how it all turns out. Give us some updates.
I will. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys have been a family to us as well. So, wish you were closer.
Yeah. Cool. We're hoping to come out there. Hopefully, next spring. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Take care.
All the best. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. All right, folks. That was Joel Green, actual Bunkie Life client from the Washington State area. Okay. We got some great questions. Cody asked the MSRP for that. Were you referring to Joel's Bunkie? That is the Sprucewood Lodge retail price of, I believe, $22,000. Although it's on sale currently for our end of summer sale, the hottest sale of the year. bunkylife.com/sale, or email me before midnight, david@bunkylife.com/sale, and we'll hook you up with an even hotter little bonus perk. So, Kim says, I love the chalet, but I'm wanting a screened-in porch. Oh yeah, totally could do that. You might need to, so there's the overhang, really nice big overhang with the chalet. You might want to put down maybe something to contain the screen though. That would probably work pretty good. Yeah, that would be a good model to do a screened-in porch. You might need to get a little creative with how you frame it up, but lots of people have done screened-in porches. That would be doable. Awesome. Okay, well, if you want to join this Zoom call, you can be live just like Joel was. bunkylife.com/Zoom. We're accepting anybody at this point. If you want to join the show, I'm going to double check that the waiting room is not full. I think I can do that. Let's see how I do that. Okay, Zoom call. There it is. I think we're good. I think the waiting room is empty. Okay, so if you want to join the Zoom call live, like I said, I'm here until the crack of dawn. So until your questions are all answered, I will remain. We've got just a great crew of people that have tuned in. Which one would you recommend for a temporary live-in situation? Sprucewood Lodge is awesome. That's Joel's little off-grid cabin he showed us there. The Haven Ultra, the bunkie we just gave away. That one is a very popular model and could be a little, like, if we're talking temporary, right? Then that could work. Generally speaking, though, bunkies are not made as tiny homes, right? People kind of hopefully understand it's not a tiny home, it's a bunkie. But people do utilize it for, I'm going to build the house, but I want a place to stay while I'm building the house. That works pretty well. Or I just want a weekend escape place, or maybe a summer thing. Totally a great solution for that. Okay, if you're here, if you're watching me live, you can comment, and I will respond to the comments. You can join the Zoom, bunkylife.com/Zoom, and I'm happy to add you to the actual live stream. We haven't had a comment in a while, so I'm going to give it a few more minutes. It's been a fun evening. We gave a bunkie away. We had lots of happy people and some mad people, but generally speaking, everyone was quite congratulatory. I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you, our end of summer sale is on right now until September 10th. If you want to get in on this action, email me personally, david@bunkylife.com with a subject line sale, or you can just head to bunkylife.com/sale. And I'm happy to also hook you up if you email me tonight with a little special extra bonus fast mover perk. Here's a question from Christina. She asks, what is the expected lifespan of the bunkie? Well, I've got a bunkie that is now 10 years old. It still looks pretty much brand new. I had to restain it once. But as long as you have a great roof, and you maintain your wood stain or your wood seal, there are log cabins that have lasted, 100 years even. But generally speaking, you should be able to get 25 years out of a bunkie, no problem, as long as it's well maintained. Hello from Northern California, people say. Okay, awesome. So if you want to ask your question live on the Zoom call, bunkylife.com/Zoom, and we would be happy to add you to the actual live stream. Or if you want to chat your questions in the chat, I'm happy to answer them that way. Matt and Mouse, good to see you guys. As an owner of one of these bunkies, they're awesome. Thank you. And thank you guys for your awesome support and your videos. And I just love watching you guys and your journey. Really, really cool to see. So thank you for that. Eric, did I win the bunkie? I have to have one. Well, Eric, you did not win the bunkie, but the good thing is we are selling them as well for cash or check or credit. So check out our summer sale. It's on right now. It's ending on September 10th, but it's on now. So check that out. Okay, here's a great question. Why should someone not use it as a tiny home? Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just telling you the design of the bunkies are for more of a 3.5 season thing. To get to that full 4 season thing, it usually, there's a lot more to consider in most locations. But do people buy bunkies and use them as tiny homes? Yes. People buy bunkies and use them as tiny homes. But if I was to say, hey, it's a perfect tiny home, it's really not. There's a lot of additions and work you're going to have to do to modify a bunkie into a tiny home. So that's kind of what I'd say. And this leads really great into Sandra's question, which is what kind of maintenance is suggested? So I'd say put on a great roof. Like a metal roof's going to last a lifetime. And then make sure you stain your bunkie well. Make sure that every spring, you're checking for any like insects or things like that. Make sure you spray for all your local rodents and pests and all those things like you would on a house. Make sure that it's there's airflow under the bunkie so that there's no chance of any moisture collecting underneath the bunkie or those are the main things. Yeah, not much. The bathroom bunkie would be great for the pool, so people don't have to go in the house. Yes, Nancy. The bathroom bunkie makes a great little change room. So it's called the bathroom bunkie, but as a shed, it's awesome, like for storage. As a little, change room, it's great. A lot of great uses for that bathroom bunkie. Metal roof, amen. Amen. We're preaching to the choir with the metal roof. Do it once, do it right. It's always been my thought. Literally all of my bunkies have metal roofs. Even the ones at the factory have metal roofs. So yeah, like Borbees, things like that. Okay. If you've got a question and you want to ask it live, you can type in the chat, or you can join the Bunkie Life Zoom call, and I'll send you in, and you can give us your question live, which is kind of fun. Now, if we don't get any more questions, though, I might call it a night. It's been an amazing couple of hours we've been live here. If you want more information about Bunkie Life, of course, check out our website. And I want you to know our hottest sale of the year is on right now until September 10th. Sandra asks, what 3 seasons are these designed for? In most climates, it's spring, summer, and winter. But in some, like we're talking about southern Texas, it's more like fall, winter, and spring, right? Well, even then, actually, in most southern climates, you can just add air conditioning and you're good to go. So in some places, you can absolutely use a bunkie 4 seasons, no problem. Here in Canada, where I am right now, there's people that have done their bunkies to 4 seasons, but you're going to insulate it really well. You're going to add heating, and you're probably even going to add moving a second heat source in the dead of winter. Terry White, how long has the company been around? So, we built our first bunkie for our own family in 2015, but we started, we incorporated the business and started selling to people other than my mom in 2018. So it's been about 8 years now. Yeah. The hottest sale is on now until September 10th. September 10th. So just under 2 weeks. And we are accepting phone calls. You can call us at 1-866-4-BUNKY. And if the phone is busy, especially towards the end of the sale, please keep trying. That would be my strong advice. So that is our epic end of summer sale. Okay. All right. Well, these have been great questions. It's been a fun evening. The end of summer sale happening right now. And don't delay on that one. We'll try to email everybody. We'll try to call you if you reach out to us. I apologize if we haven't got back to you as quickly as we would have liked to. This last, I'd say, week has been pretty intense in terms of incoming phone calls and emails. So if you emailed us and didn't hear back, please try again. And please don't take it personally. We're doing the best to get back to everybody as we can. So my email, once again, david@bunkylife.com. If you type in the subject line sale, I'll see it, and I will get back to you tomorrow at the latest. All right. If I want the bunkie next May, when's the best time to order? Definitely now. So May, at least for most of our clients, May is like the hottest month. They all want their bunkie for May. So if you order now, it's the best price for sure. And you can lock in the bunkie, but you don't have to get delivered until May. That's fine. We'll hold it for you, but you can lock in the price, order it for May. Not a problem. Most people are either this fall or next spring. Thank you for so much for your answers. Goodbye and have a great night. Goodbye to you, Eileen. Thanks for coming. Thank you. All right. Very kind words, Nancy Brown. Thank you so much. I think we're going to call it a night. If you have any questions, though, please don't hesitate to email me. It's just david@bunkylife.com with the subject line sale. We would love to serve you as a client. If you've had a fun time in the contest, imagine how much fun it is to be an actual client of Bunkie Life. It's even more fun. And we have a great relationship with our clients. You'll be a part of the private Facebook group, which is about 2,100 people like Joel Green and some of the other folks that were on this live stream. People all across America, all across Canada. And everyone's got that same kind of upbeat, can-do attitude that Joel has. So we'll see you guys again real soon. But, here's a question before I go. What is the tax? So we just charge whatever sales tax your local state charges. So, yeah. Or province. All right. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you for participating in the first ever America-only bunkie giveaway. If you're a Canadian that's feeling sad, don't worry. You're on our list next. And we'll see everyone again very soon. If you're close to Rockwood, Ontario, Canada, you're all invited to our, I think, 8th annual barbecue, which is happening September 20th. And I'd love to invite you all out. And we'll be unveiling a new product. We'll be having a great time. We'll be doing barbecues, ice cream trucks, all the good things. And once again, thanks for your time. Have a great evening.